And it should have a good satin or semi-gloss finish, which is what I want. I don't want, now I don't know what that is. That is disturbing. How did that get there? How'd that get there? I don't know. I don't remember that being there. And it don't come from sanding. I don't know what that is. I don't like it. I like to take some brown dye. Get rid of it. But it'll have to do. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, there is, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go see if I can get laid. That's what I'm going to do. Well, I didn't get laid. She's babysitting. Kids over there, dude. I mean, her own son, bad enough, you know, and he's, you know, if he's asleep, that's one thing, but I mean, if he's in the fucking living room playing PlayStation, we're going at it in the bathroom, it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, you know, of course, it's nice to get laid, but I mean, I don't like having a kid around, you know. I mean, he's not in the fucking same room or anything. It's not like I'm fucking gonna, you know, it's not like any kind of pedophilic shit. But I mean, it's just, you know, it's still like, you know, I don't like it. I don't like having a kid around. Not my kid, you know. If it was my kid, I wouldn't have much choice, would I? What am I gonna do when I get married and have kids? How are we gonna have enough sex? Got to find ways that we can have enough sex without disturbing the child. We need to make a little outbuilding where we can either put the kid while we have sex, or we can go to have sex so the kid doesn't have to hear us have orgasms, because that's disturbing for a child. They don't know what it is, and even, you know, it's just not good to do. What are you all doing in there? You know, it'd freak them out. It would be strange for them. I don't know. Yeah. How did people do it back in the day? Like, you go to Jerusalem back in Christ's day, right? You've got these houses, and there's little apartments and shit. And I mean, I guess it's the same as today in apartments, because they had a bunch of apartment buildings, you know. You go up in the apartment, and I mean, I guess it has, you know, there's brick and shit, mortar, and I guess it has enough sound insulation. So, I mean, you couples next door having sex, you can kind of hear them like in a hotel room or something. I mean, you would think, like, in those little houses, you know, they'd get pretty fucking loud. I mean, you could hear, I mean, like at night, I mean, whenever, I mean, if everyone followed, you know, the teachings of the scripture, everybody would be having sex every night. So, I mean, they'd be like, having sex. You'd hear everybody, like, getting off all the time, you know. It'd be fucked up, you know. So, I mean, now have to wonder about stuff like that, you know. It's I don't know. I don't know what to think about it, you know. I gotta do something with my hair. Look at this shit. You know, I could try and make it look like that guy from Rat. That's what I'm trying to do. Make it look like that guy from Rat, you know. Have a big tuft hanging like a 80s glam rocker. Not really, I'm not. I mean, I am sort of. Not really, though. I don't want it to look like that. What I want to do is I'm eventually going to have it, you know, down here like this. I don't know that, you know. That is her. You are dastardly. We have to have sex, okay? We've got to have sex. We gotta have sex for a while. If we're not gonna get married, we need to get married. better not be her. I'm spending a lot of time on my hair, you see. It's pretty pathetic, isn't it? It's just I'm getting things ready. I'm losing weight. And I don't know what I'm going to do here. You know, I've got to take pictures and shit. You know, so I mean, I'm going to be, you know, once I get a six-pack, I've got to get my wardrobe together and portfolio. I gotta get some, you know, I might start doing some modeling. And, you know, I know that might embarrass Audrey, because I think she's all about integrity and stuff. I could be wrong. You know, I could be, I mean, she used to be, it seemed, I mean, unless she was pulling my chain, you know, maybe I'm just taking her wrong, you know, maybe she's not at all about integrity. Seems like she is. You know, it seems like she's all about, you know, I mean, I don't know. She always took pictures. See, when I was up until, well, I mean, I never have taken pictures. Yeah. When I was, like, trying to make it in music, I was always like, what's going on? Someone's up in my, I don't know what's going on. I was looking better. Now I'm looking weird. Why is that? But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, it seems like she's of integrity. But like when I was like, you know, younger and I was trying to make it in music, I was like, you know, why should I take pictures? You know, I mean, they should be judging on, you know, the music is music, you know, what difference does it make what pictures we have, you know? I was not like, I wasn't worried about being as realistic as I was worried about being of integrity. And, you know, focus and, you know, dedication, you know? I should have worried more about being, like, realistic. They're going to want to take pictures because they're going to want to market your shit. And people want to see someone who looks good, you know? Especially the opposite sex. But, you know, still, even the same sex, I mean, you want to look cool. You don't want some dipshit looking motherfucker, you know? So, I mean... you know, but, you know, and I've never been about image, you know, I've never even worried about my image, you know, I've never, ever, like, worried about my face, you know, I look in the mirror, I'm like, damn, I'm handsome, you know, I'm surprised almost every time. I used to be, anyway, before I became a, you know, fat ass, and lost about half my looks, you know, when I get in shape, my face will look about twice as handsome, and, maybe 3 times, I don't know, probably just twice, and, of course, my body will be, like, 10, you know, to say 10 times better isn't really, you know, it'll be on the good side instead of the negative. Right now it's utterly disgusting. And on the positive side, it will be when I have 6-pack. So it'll be, you know, to say it'll be 10 times better doesn't make sense because it isn't good. You know. But I'm going to be doing probably doing some modeling, trying to get in films. I want to do a few films. There's some parts, like specific parts I want to get into, and I'm not sure, you know, what, you know, whether I can, you know, I mean, they're pretty like major roles. You know, I want to get in the lead role, and I want to get him in, and it's a big movie, so it's really kind of unrealistic that I could get that, like, right off the bat. So, I mean, and you know, there are probably films that are coming out soon, so I probably won't get them, unfortunately. But I might, you know, you never know. They might wait 5 years or something. They might not come out or start production on for, like, 5 more years, so it'll be cool. If I can, you know, I get into modeling, get into some commercials, some small films, you know. Maybe get on with, like, the, what do you call it, the, I can't remember what they're called, the New Artist Alliance or something. So, the, whole thing's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting involved with it. I'm gonna, I'm probably gonna get once I get a 6-pack, I'm gonna put together a portfolio and get on with an agency, and hopefully they can give me a Dr. Pepper commercial. No, I'm just kidding. I'd kill myself, dude. I wouldn't let him do that shit to me, dude. I mean, I would say fuck you and cancel my contract, dude. There's no fucking way I'd let him do that shit to me. I mean, can you fucking believe that shit? Sweet or whatever. I mean, God, dude, that's your fucking career. That's what you got out of being a musician, dude. Out of being a pianist and a singer. You got that shit? I'd fucking go ballistic, dude. There's no fucking way I'd do that shit. But anyway, why does my hair look like a fucking... That's really irritating, dude. I need to do something about this shit, dude. I think I'm going to cut my hair soon. I was wanting to grow it out so it'd be long here, held on. Maybe I should, because I've only got like 5 months here. But I might want to start with like really short hair, because short hair looks better, kind of. I don't know, it just depends, It doesn't always. But I definitely want it on this side. I mean, I guess I could make it so it's interchangeable, But I mean, I might, I don't know, I'm not going to shave part of my head or something. I might, who knows what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to, I'm probably going to, get, what I really want to do, though, when I get in shape is get some new clothes, man. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start buying clothes as I shrink. And then once I'm not really going to get the, really good clothes until I'm in really good fucking shape. When I'm in great shape, I'm going to get the fucking bomb-ass clothes. I'm going to get the fucking pimp bomb-ass fucking duds. And I'm going to make some of my own, actually. I think I'm going to make my own shirts and pants. I'm going to order fabrics. And I'm going to start cutting my own clothes. And, I don't know. No. Maybe not. I don't know, dude. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Yeah. I have, I'm gonna make my own. Yeah, I'm gonna make my own clothes. I'm gonna make the pimpest clothes. I gotta get a bunch of patterns, like pants patterns and shirt patterns, and then jacket patterns. I like to make my own sport coats, man, and bathrobes. Make my own robes. I'm gonna wear robes. And I'm not doing it to be like, I'm not gonna get a phylactery and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it for the, well, I am doing it for the looks of them, but I'm not doing it because I think it make me look holy or anything. But, I like to have them. I just wear a bathrobe, I had several bathrobes. I had a big white one. I had my favorite one was like a red, maroon, like silky satiny one, and someone looked perturbed there for a minute. It's like, I was like, what is it, man? Like, I was like, what, what do you think, man? What do you think with this robe? And he was like, well, you look like royalty, man. It's like, yeah, thanks, man. It's funny because like he just had a hard time dealing with having to say that. He was cool though. He did say it. He didn't lie. It was like nowadays, like back then, people might have trouble saying something like that, because I mean, that's kind of hard to say. You don't want to feel like you're being sycophantic to somebody, but he did say it and it was cool, But nowadays, people they just start dissing you instead, They're like so childish nowadays. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. And, it's ridiculous. God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm checking out my you don't have the like the singular light. I mean, you got the sun, but it's like broad beam. These are like, you get one little flashlight. It's gonna have, it's gonna like have the dot right here. You know what I'm saying? So, what I am gonna do first, I gotta beef up on my muscle, because like my chest, I want it to be a little bigger than I had it in Anchorage. In Anchorage, the funny thing is, when I screamed at the top of my fucking lungs on, I can't remember what street it was. It was outside of the web. Same street I got in the fight, where I fought like 5 hours. And I had a rock, and I was screaming at the top of my fucking lungs, just pissed off as hell, just for like hours. And afterwards, my chest muscles were twice as big, dude. I mean, they grew from me screaming. I don't know why. It was weird. Didn't make sense. I've lifted weights for a while and never had that much growth out of my chest, man. My chest got huge in like 2 hours of screaming.